All right, welcome everybody. We're on a little earlier than normal for Wednesdays, so from now on we're going to be doing Wednesdays at 3:30. I made a mistake and put us on a little bit earlier, but the Mango also has to get through her days, so that is part of the reason why we began early. And let's bring on our co-host for this stream, the Mango. How are you doing?
I'm exhausted. I am so ready for bed, but it's okay. The day's almost done.
And so am I. It's been a long week already, and it's only Wednesday. I thought it was like a lot further in the week than it was, but I woke up and was like, oh, damn it, it is only Wednesday. Oh, well. So, this is the first version of, or the first episode of, we will talk about it later. This is where the lovely people in the community have made a list of things that I have said I will talk about later, and I am being put up to the fire to actually talk about these things later. And I thought this would be a fun stream for all of us. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be at Vila's stream because like I said, planned this an hour before and forgot that I wasn't supposed to yet or whatever. Welcome, Tiny. Hello. If you are not watching this as it's happening, everybody go back and watch it, obviously, later. I'm sure everybody will. And next week we'll be doing this at 3:30 if Mango is up for that for
Yes.
next Wednesday. Sweet, awesome. Then we will just plan for that and go from there. What does your shirt say?
Oh, yeah, my shirt says, "Let's start a cult," and it's got a little kid that's, like, giving other little kids the Kool-Aid.
Nice, awesome. I love those shirts. What company is that makes that, like, style of stuff? Because don't they make, like, a handful of shirts?
There are a few different companies. I found this one on Amazon, and they do this one. They do the Easy Bake Coven, and
yeah.
they do B is for Baphomet, Fun with Chloroform.
Nice. Yeah, they make a handful of them that are really awesome. All right. So, it looks like we have 4 people at least watching, and some of them may be watching multiple streams at once, which that's fine. If you are here watching, go ahead and let us know in the side chat, and we'll say hello to you, just like Tiny. If you want to join us, Tiny, I believe I sent you a link, but if not, no worries. You can just be in the side chat. We never force anybody to be on our streams. It's only consent, so...
Oh, yeah.
What?
Consent is key to everything in life.
Exactly, and make sure you have a safe word and an extra safe word, or at least a way to let them know if you're gagged that you stop. So, while we started the episode off with a PSA about safe sex and consent, what is the first... You did? Oh, okay, cool, sweet, awesome, brother. Yeah, you just jump in whenever and have lots of laughs with us, and that's all this stream is going to be, is me just talking shite. I did not have enough time this week to do this, but I would like to in the future make a way for the audience, the side chat, and the guests, as well as Mango, to be able to input to the stories. But I'm also thinking about doing a bingo game as well for these streams. So if Mango gives me the topics, I can make a bingo card set with 32, 46 options or something like that, I think is like what you need. And then everybody can go into the free bingo thing and we can all have a bingo card and somehow we'll win prizes. I haven't figured that out yet, but I think I want to try to get prizes out, or I want to at least play it. I mean, if we don't win anything, that's not why we're here, you know.
We're just
but
here
I think
for
that
the
would be fun. Yeah, and I think that would be fun, is if I had a bingo game with at least parts of the titles, you know, like wiener or butt, or, you know, even just one word things I think could work for some of them. I may need to make a new one each time, but I think most of them are going to be about sex and genitalia and my detachable parts.
I mean,
right?
The very first topic on the list that I sent you was "My dick will eat you."
Yeah, exactly. So, like, if it was just like eat you, I'm sure we're going to talk about vaginas and butts and mouths and other things eating things. So I think that I could come up with a bingo card set that we can probably use throughout it. I might not need to make a new one every time. But I don't remember if you can save them for free. So we may need to make a new one, but that doesn't matter. I can make a text document and I can just keep all of them in there and I can copy and paste anyways. So there's ways for it to be done. So Mingo, will you help me remember that I would like to do it? I almost said tarot card deck. A bingo.
I mean, a Slim's tarot card deck would actually be pretty awesome too. Like, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know. I just thought of that. There's be like sword swallower, the knife eater. I mean, like all kinds of things. So I may need to do that as well. So write that down, Mingo. Write down a Slim tarot deck. Yay, we have the Tiny. How are you doing, sir?
Well, a little bit busy. I just got my flight details for Saturday, so I have to get arranged to get a PCR test and everything on the mainland. So.
Did you get any more done on your video, sir?
Yes, a few lines, but I'm not finished yet. But I first have to go tomorrow morning very early with the ferry to the mainland, get my PCR test, come back, get my bags ready, and hopefully I still have time then to do something.
Yeah. But how long does it take on the ferry for you to get there or back?
It's about 2 hours.
Ooh. Just on the ferry itself?
Yeah.
Cheese and rice. Well, I mean, they're little tugboats, right? So they don't go fast.
No, this is a quite large ferry, also for cars.
So. Okay. All right, and real quick, let's say hello to Super Ghost. Hey, Super Ghost. Welcome.
Hey, Super Ghost.
Hey, Super Ghost.
Oh, what else were you wanted to say, Tiny?
Yeah, well, then the Saturday flight to Vietnam for my job, and well, of course, I live on an island, and the airport is halfway the country, so I have to leave the day early.
I don't know how to say this. Is there still like a bad part of Vietnam and a good part, or is it separated weirdly still, or is it all like one governing jurisdiction? Because at one point I thought it was like north and south almost, kind of like Korea, wasn't it?
Well, that was during the war.
Okay, but now it's but now it's mainly like all, because I thought I had heard people speak about north was still different than south or something like that.
I don't know about it. I don't visit Vietnam areas that much.
Okay. Well, you will have to let us know how it is over there. I would love to visit Vietnam. And my father was in the Vietnam War, and their culture is just so interesting, and some of the foods. Like, I'm a food nut. Like, I think you've kind of figured out from being on the streams with us, or Mango should know this by now. Like, I love food, and I didn't realize I was a foodie until Lizard, security monitor Lizard, started doing his food streams, and I went, oh my gosh, I know way more about food than I thought.
Well, I love the Indonesian cuisine, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I make it a lot myself.
Heck yeah, and they use ingredients that we're not used to, and that's why I love eating different cultures' foods, because you get to try but not the same things that you're used to when you're eating the same cuisine over and over again. Hey, Demon, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's about to get really weird. I wish I would have put the effort into making the bingo cards, but this next week we will do bingo cards for talking about it later. And if I can figure out a way to get a sponsor or two, or at least get a couple things that I can give away, then we'll probably do some kind of prizes as well for it. So, food is good. Food is great. Hold on, I gotta wait for it to pop up over here. Oh, there we go. Food is good. Food is great. Food makes me procrastinate. Yes, nice.
All the time, always.
And we know Demon Orb definitely likes it weird. You are one of the demons of Satan's minions, so of course it wouldn't be no other way. All right, so without further ado, I was hoping maybe we get one or two more people in here, but I think everybody's at Vila's stream. And again, sorry, Vila, for jumping on your stream, but that's how these things go. Every once in a blue moon, we have to jump on each other's streams, you know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, this is exactly the person who I wanted to be here, or one of the major ones was Micro, because I believe she has been here for most of these, and one of my favoriteest perverted people in the world is Micro. So thank you. I'm glad you're here. If you would like to jump on with us, Micro, please let me know, and I will send you a link so you can join us. And with the appearance of Micro, we might as well get this freaking disaster roller coaster insanity started. Is the only way I can figure out how to say this. So what is our first subject there, Mango?
The very first one that I sent you, because I have sent you a total of 6 for this stream, is my dick will eat you.
Okay. Before I get into that, unfortunately, tomorrow is not going to work. We might be doing these on Wednesdays at 3:30 my time, so that would be in like 45 more minutes. Next Wednesday is when I believe we're going to try to do this stream again. If Mango's okay with that, and if we can get other people on board. I would love to get Security Monitor Lizard in here for this, because he is a part of this whole reason we're doing this as well, and Wolfie. So next week we will definitely try to make sure we can get more of the panels on, so we can talk about these subjects, and we have lots of these to get through. So my dick will eat you.
Yes.
So, because I'm a cyborg from the year 4020, and I have a cyborg penis, one of the functions is it can actually extend and open up, and it can take in matter from there. So if it really needs to, it can open up and eat you if you wanted. It does have its own split tongue, so it can eat you in that way as well. So if you just need a nice licking, and my tongue is too tired, the one in the mouth, then it can give you the satisfaction. So it can eat you in both ways.
So I assume that your dick makes a lot of money doing vor porn. Like,
yes,
it's the
exactly.
only version of real life vor.
Or is this just gonna be the movie Thief 2?
or that, yeah, exactly. The only thing is mine is like a metal, so it's more like a cage process, or like let's see, what in Terminator 2, when they were on some of the conveyor belts with all the grinding gear thingies that they were going towards. I want to say it was 2 or 3. I don't remember which one. So more like that. So yes, teeth, but not in like the mouth sense. But
Okay,
the tongue
so
is the tongue is very realistic, but it's more like a snake.
it's the movie Thief, but then combined with Terminator.
There you go. Yeah. Teeth and Terminator. There you go. So that's how my dick will eat you. Okay. If anybody wants to add on to that, go for it. Anybody in the side chat, Tiny, anything, anybody, go for it before we go to the next subject.
I was just thinking, robot fetishists are really gonna love you after this.
Well, see, I was talking to somebody the other day about starting a OnlyFans or whatever the heck it's called, but I literally don't have to do any like sex stuff because people are into fetishes like tattoos or body mods. So I literally could just show off my body or just show off tattoos or talk about them. Like literally, they're trying to ban porn on it per se. At least they say that again. So what else could I do? Oh, well, go on there and just get people to watch me like sit naked and talk about stuff because YouTube won't let me do it. But literally, I'm sitting here naked while all of you are watching me. Wouldn't like a couple of you might want to watch me actually like nude just talking about stuff or showing off my body mods? Because like I don't want to say just like my naked body because like I don't think I'm that conceited. Okay, I am that conceited, but no, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that I think that people would actually pay money to just watch me talk about stuff naked, but I can do other things, like I could be like, I'm trying to teach myself how to swallow a glow tube. So as soon as I find the right glow tube that I can swallow, then like I could show that. There's a handful of other things that I could be practicing or doing that if anybody wanted to pay a couple dollars to see that, and I don't see why people that don't actually know me that are on the site wouldn't stumble upon it and maybe watch. And I don't know. So I've been pondering that in my head, not just doing like sex stuff, but doing things where people would watch me and give me a tiny bit of money for watching me doing things. I don't know.
I mean, I've considered starting one up too, but just because there's a very niche fetish that I could make bank at because I have a big butt and I have access to cakes.
Yeah.
Like, I could get paid to literally just sit on cakes.
Yeah.
People pay top dollar for that.
At one point in time, I had a foot fetish company come to me, and they paid me $1,200 to break records with my feet. So like vinyl records. Because what I used to do is I used to break vinyl records over my head, and I used to eat them and like have blood come out of my mouth while I'm eating the vinyl record. I just had a very bad accident one time, and I decided that I wasn't going to try to do that anymore because of the accident, which is part of the reason why I stopped doing a bunch of the acts that I used to do, like breaking a beer bottle over my head. Don't do that anymore because I almost knocked myself out by hitting myself 3 times and it didn't break, and went, nope, not going to do that. But, things like that. If people want to pay us money to do these weird things, then why not? It's not. People think, all poor records. And hello, Skits Crasher. Sorry, I wanted to say hello to you, but we get. One of these things that people think about the sex industry or the fetish industry is we're being taken advantage of by the people who are paying us money to do things. But actually, we're in control, and we get to say yes, no, maybe so, 99, 100, or give me $1,000. There's a difference between being subjugated to do things for money and choosing to do things for money. And that's like kind of like fans only is you are choosing to be on a platform where people will give you a set amount for whatever and these fake coins or however they do it. I don't even know, because we were on lunch money, me and my ex, and we did all kinds of kinky things, and she dressed up in all different types of outfits and cosplay and stuff. And because I'm already modified, people wanted to see that. So we made a okay amount of change, you know what I'm saying? So why not? Yes, and I know I worked in the FX industry, and you can just buy sugar glass bottles. But the thing is everything I do on stage is real. So, yeah. All right. So, if anybody is interested in watching me tell stories naked on OnlyFans, put that in the side chat. Should I start a poll? I should start a poll.
Yeah, start a poll.
On that, huh? Okay, hold on.
I'm curious how many people want to see that.
Let's start a poll. and it's gonna be all nose. Watch. Okay.
No, you'll have that one yes that's just floating around there.
Okay, let's see. I think I worded it correctly. And then we're going to add in a couple extra options. Okay, there we go. Yes, no, fuck yeah, hell no. So there are options.
Micro, you're absolutely right. I am naked under these clothes because I'm a slut.
She's such a slut. Just like a real mango, under her skin, she has naked. the other day, we were at the store, and Adrian was like, "We need to get mangoes," and I'm like, "Yeah, get mango." We're like squeezing mangoes, and I'm just like being so stupid and thinking like, "Yeah, this one's soft enough," and I'm so stupid. I'm like, yeah, feel mango up, and like.
If you can't have fun while grocery shopping and thinking of your friends, then why even go?
Exactly. It was just fun. I honestly never remember her asking us to like ever get mangoes except for yesterday or whatever. And then we had to look up how to test mangoes because we weren't sure like on and it says they have to be a little soft. And I'm like, yeah, it's got a little squeezable, and I was being so stupid about it. I'm so immature for being 40 years old.
Look,
I
okay.
think your poll is missing one thing.
Uh-oh.
What?
It's missing the option, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Yeah. Can you just imagine some like old lady who's just like not having fun with her life, just squeezing the mangoes, seeing what if they're hard or not, and you're like, honey, you don't even know what you're missing. You should be having fun with that. Imagine what you could be doing instead of never mind. Okay, next subject.
I go down to the docks and tell them to call me Cookie.
So this one's an easy one because it's been happening my whole entire life since I've been around my aunt. Not to call her out, but most of her life she has been balding. So she wears a wig most of the time. She's been wearing a wig her whole entire life. And she taught me at a young age about the docks, about how to go down to the docks and talk to the young men. Because, there's always a bar, on the boardwalk somewhere. So she would take me to the boardwalk when I was a young teenager. Because, drinking was lax back in the day. You could walk into a bar with like an adult or, your aunt or somebody. And the bartenders really wasn't going to take your ID or check the ID, right? As long as you just pretended you were old enough. And this was in the 90s. So, me and my aunt would get drunk. And she took me down to the docks, and she'd like to, show me how to hit on the gentleman. So, oh God, okay. No, I'll make that. I'll save that for another story. I'm not gonna incorporate that together. Okay, so yes, and her name is Cookie. Yes, so my aunt is named Cookie. So she would take me down to the docks and she'd show me how she hit on the young men and how she would take them and go service them and go have fun with them and then come back. So, after learning that, I would go and when she would be asleep at night, on the nights off that she had, I would steal her wig and her makeup and I'd put on her dress and I'd go down to the docks and, I'd make the men call me Cookie.
It does explain a lot.
It's exactly. So, I'm gonna tell a
Okay.
real story, and I think this is part of how this is gonna work, and then part of how these stories are gonna come about. When I was a teenager, my best friend's mother had a roommate who was a cross dresser. Um, I want to say it right. When we called it something completely different when we were younger, but I'm not going to say that word here, even though that's. Anyways, so this gentleman used to dress in drag, and once again, I've been clean off of hard drugs for over 15 years. I don't even know how many years it is now. That doesn't matter to me anymore because like I'm just not going to do like hard drugs. I'm okay with pot and alcohol, and I don't need anything else. Anyways, so we would get all high on stuff, and then pretty there, that one. Anyways, we would get all high. Me and a bunch of our friends, we would get drunk and high, and he would get all dressed up. He would take us down to the beach, and he had one of those vans that had no windows, or they had like the little square windows or something. You know the
Yeah,
vans I'm talking
the panel
about.
vans.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so he had one of those vans that were the suspicious vans that you didn't go near because they might ask you if you have any candy. Yeah, it looked like one of those vans, right? So he would park down into the beach, and it would be like, what, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And so we're all like getting high in the van, and he would be dressed up all pretty, let's put it that way, and have his leg out the window. And as gentlemen would jog down the street or down the boardwalk, he would ask them what time it was. So you see these dudes who are just like not expecting anything, right? You know, and they would be like, "Oh, what time is it?" And they would get close, and almost all of them would literally get close enough and be like, "Oh, that's a freaking dude in a dress," and then just like bolt off. And him and all of us would have a good laugh. But every once in a blue moon, because this was a thing that people did in the day in certain parks and certain places, was somebody would walk up, he'd ask their time, and the dude would be like, blah, 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 and he'd go, "Hey, kids, you got to get out of the car." And then we would get out of the van, and we would go down in the park and keep smoking or drinking. And then the dude would get in the car, and they would have their fun. And then as soon as we saw a dude leave the car or run past us, you know, because he was a jogger, then we would just get back in the freaking van and we would hang out. So, yeah, I had a lot of experience down at the docks pretty much. Okay, so next one.
Why
See, we got
doesn't
9 people.
Oh,
We got 9 people watching now, so yeah, that story must have brought in all the people.
okay. The next topic is, why doesn't he just hire a sub to clean his kitchen like I do? So you're out here hiring subs to clean your kitchen now.
Yes. So, I mean, I thought everybody did this, you know, when your house gets dirty, you just hire a submissive. You know, you go in the kink ads, you know, there's the magazines that have all the, and in the back you can find the people who are willing to clean your house for while they're wearing no clothes, you know, so you hire them and they come in and clean your house. And no, not everybody does that.
I mean, I
Nope.
am a sub, so I just, clean my kitchen, but like, it's a thing.
So the gentleman I was talking about earlier, his name was Bob, and every time we would come, well, not every time, but there was a handful of times that we would go to my friend's house, and Bob would be in the kitchen cleaning in his maid outfit. So you'd like walk in the kitchen, he's like bent over, like he's not showing everything, but you're like, "Hi, Bob, thanks." I'm glad you're cleaning the kitchen tonight, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's a different thanks, Bob.
yeah. It's like, hey, damn, if you're only the other... Never mind. I mean, the only problem with Bob is he was like a 65-year-old man at the time. And it was just like, yeah, seeing you and... one thing that wasn't so much fun back in the day, but was kind of funny, was people didn't know how to do makeup properly, male or female. In the 1980s, people did makeup horribly. They look like clowns, pretty much, right?
Well,
1990s almost this, yeah. And 1990s almost kind of the same thing.
Even the 80s had this almost clown clothes with all the bright colors and the short, very white sweaters and everything. And,
and like polka dot dresses or whatever.
Yeah,
like weird
and
colors.
Their hair put up and terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible time.
Yeah. So if you were trying to be a person dressing as the other gender, you already looked weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you did the makeup of the time, you still look like it looked kind of crazy. Nowadays, there are so many different types of makeup. There are so many different types of way to like present yourself that there's a lot of times where you go to a club and you're like, damn girl, and then you're like, oh, okay, never mind. All right, okay. You know, like it's a lot different than it was back in the day. Most of the time you could kind of tell who was trans and you know, or was the makeup palette was not great. That's all I want to say. Like, I'm not putting anybody down. It was the makeup at the time and the way that people applied it. Nothing other than that. So, a 65-year-old gentleman with that makeup palette, you're just like, I get where you're getting at, and like, I love you for doing that, but homie, like, you look not that great. Like, I wanted to just help him sometimes. Like, I helped my mom doing her makeup because I wore makeup as well. And I'm going to say the same thing with me. When I wore my makeup, it looked like Cookie's makeup pretty much. So it was not...
Oh yeah,
it was obvious, and it was out there, and like
my mom remembers a time when they would like do up their makeup to go to the roller rink and stuff, and it would be like electric blue all the way up to the eyebrows, and like really deep and bright, and like,
and the rouge was like a deep rouge, or
there's only so much you can do when, like, at the time, the style was bright electric colors that go all the way up to your eyebrows.
Yeah, it's like David Bowie style. Like, you can't, like, that's kind of what it was. So I mean, when you see people that didn't have the blending skills, you know, and they were putting on the makeup, you're just like, okay, honey, like, let me help you kind of with that. And then of course Superco says, what, Slim is 40? Yeah, a 25 at the max. Yeah, I would love that to be a true fact again. Unfortunately, I'm not. But anyways, okay, let's get to the next category. I didn't know we were going to actually go into my real life as much, but I think that's going to be like part of the storytelling in the way that I would like to do it. Is just talk about my real life with these like fake stories going along with it.
Yeah, it's really great. I actually really love this. Like, it's nice to hear those little real life snippets about you.
Because that's kind of like the influence of where that came from. Like, I'm not just completely sputtering out like weird things that I'm like making a joke of, but there's somewhere in my brain that something has come up with that situation and I attach it to something else.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes. See, when I think of Pennywise, I think of the band first. Ooh. Because I grew up in California in the 90s. And then I think of the clown from the book and the movie and stuff. So my brain has to stop and think of Pennywise. Oh, the clown.
Okay, so our next topic.
Well, I have the same.
Oh,
saw Pennywise live, so.
You saw Pennywise live?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, so did I seen them a handful of times growing up in California. I mean, they're around the area here, so yeah.
Yeah, well, I've never seen them live, and now I'm jealous of both of y'all.
Yeah, it was a combo concert with Rise Against and Pennywise.
Okay, cool. Heck yeah. All right, Mango, what is next?
I am the Squirt Shaman.
All right. So recently, I didn't realize this was as common as I have come to find out it is, but more and more people around me are figuring out they can squirt during sex or making. I don't know if people are just stumbling upon this or there's more information out there about it. But the last couple of people that I've been with, I've definitely been able to conjure the water fountain effect from them. So I came up with a ritual that I do. It's you sing certain chords and you dance a certain way, and then rub towards the waxing moon unless it's waning, and then it's the other way until the fountain appears or comes out. And yeah, so I call myself the Squirting Shaman. I'm just waiting for the comments to flood in. And it looks like the fuck yeah is winning on would you pay to watch me tell stories on OnlyFans naked? And we have 7 likes, so if anybody has not hit the like button, please do. I am guessing that Mango is laughing her ass off so hard that she can't she has muted herself, but yes. So if
Then the pitch is getting this high that people actually will go deaf, I think.
that could, yeah, exactly. Her squeaks are going to be so loud that dogs will be barking around the neighborhood. So if you want to hire me, I can do a rain dance, and I will make the plains flood, and or if you need your water well filled, you just ask me to come over, and we'll get it done.
Oh, you were talking about that you actually cannot make out if it's a guy or a guy or a girl anymore in some bars. Well, there's one bar I know in Singapore, and I will actually share the picture in your Discord.
Okay.
I DM'd you the picture.
Charmin.
Yeah.
That's I got that from the internet, but you see the picture?
Yes, definitely. So here we go.
In that bar, there's never been a girl in there.
Yeah.
These are not girls.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like in LA, and there's Hollywood and a handful of other places, San Francisco, even in Denver, the gay bars that I work at, same difference. Like you literally cannot freaking tell until you. Well, in this case, they may present that as the way that bar is, but there's places that we go to where like it may take a hot minute for you to kind of figure it out, or these people aren't assholes about it. No. And if you ask, you start hitting on them, they go, I have a penis, you know, they'll let you know they're like actual, like they're not going to just take you home and be like, bend over, buddy. And you're like, oh, wait, hold on. I didn't want that. most of them understand consent. So
with this bar, they actually do not tell you, but it's actually common knowledge.
Yeah, okay.
Except for the people that never been there, and I had a very, very Christian colleague, so I took him to that bar.
Hey, I am down with a meaty 6-inch clit. You know what I'm saying? I mean it.
You thought, I'm getting attention from all these girls. Why do they not do that? Why they don't say anything? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at some point you should kind of figure it out, but I'm not gonna say that like it's. It doesn't matter. I'm just glad that our makeup palette is way better than it was back in the day, because now people can actually do makeup properly and look really freaking awesome, no matter which way, shape, or form they want to do it, or how they want to live their life. It's just amazing now. What are you? Oh, just Coke? Okay.
Oh, no.
So
she's doing Coke.
There's rum in it.
Okay, rum and Coke, okay. Which type of rum are you drinking?
Kraken.
I think I've had that. It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, like it's
like
so smooth. I love it. It's my favorite.
And it's a spiced rum?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And it mixes dark. Really well with Coke. Like, it kind of gives it a bit of a cinnamon flavor, almost. And I really enjoy that.
Sweet. Okay, so we still have a couple people that have voted, and we're still at 30% fuck yeah. So we're gonna go a little bit longer before we end that. And if that is the case, if we can get a couple more percentage for yes or fuck yeah, then I will start an OnlyFans. And we'll tell stories, or we'll talk about stuff. Before we get back into the next subjects, I actually liked how yesterday I accidentally couldn't use YouTube playlists like I normally do. So we actually went through news articles from different news sources, and they had videos in them, and we got to read through them. So I think that's going to be more of how we're going to do things on my stream, is find news articles with videos in them, and we're going to do reading and watching videos and try to get a little bit more interactive with it. And I think the YouTube is going to copyright strike me less by doing that, I think.
You know, because the YouTubes might do that because, like, you're going directly through the news source, and you're talking over it a lot more. It should work.
Yeah. So
also,
that's
yes, it's Crasher, 100%. Nude Slim reading the Bible.
Oh, heck yeah. Like, seriously, if you all will throw money at me to do that, we will go through. And I have all the other Bibles. I will read the Satanic Bible nude. Oh my gosh, you know how much fun that would be if we
Bible
could, like,
study with Slim.
Oh, cheese and rice. Did we just come
but then it has to be on Sunday, because then we can have Sunday school.
No, it would have to be on a Sunday. It would be Sunday, and it would be Sunday, and we would definitely cheese and rice. That's why I love doing these things with all of you, because you help me be more creative and come up with things that I'd never think of, or that what we can do. Just like this whole stream would never be possible without Mango.
You don't have to show all of it. You can actually hang a small Jesus on your crotch.
There you go. There we go. I could wear a Jesus cocksock.
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it's a crucified Jesus.
I mean, Jesus already is watching my genitalia. Why shouldn't he just be laying on top of it?
Yeah.
And God always wants to watch, so make sure that you have a good time when you're having sex, because God's watching. Okay, what is the next subject?
Me abusing my Nintendo is sticking my dick in it.
All right. So, I think everybody knows about how you blow into the Nintendo cartridge to, get it to work if it's not working inside of there. But, one day
Yeah.
I just got really upset, and I just really needed it to work, and so I figured if I just like shoved my dick in it, it was gonna, get the Nintendo to just submit. So, I tried that one day, and
Then
unfortunately,
close the little lid.
unfortunately, I came inside of it, and then I had to buy a whole new Nintendo after that. So, um,
I wasn't expecting it to go in that direction.
That's exactly why I did that, because it was just unexpected, and that's what I'm trying to go where I'm trying to go with these stories is. And can a Nintendo give consent? And no, it cannot, sir. And unfortunately, I had my way with one, and it did not. If it
You're a
can't give
cyborg.
you,
You should have gotten consent. Like, you know how
I
to.
try. Well, its interface didn't interact with mine well enough for it to give me that binary code, yes or no, because it was not working. And this is when I was a very young cyborg, and I didn't understand consent. When you're 16, the school systems don't teach you consent, so I didn't know. So I had to learn that a lot as I was a lot older. And yes, it bit me just a tiny bit. I just got a little nip on the tip.
Well,
Oh yeah, that's something we're
I-
going to talk about on my stream tonight. Only 13 states teach about consent.
I used to have
13.
this Game Genie with my Nintendo 8-bit game console. It's an add-on you push also in there, so you can actually cheat. So if you had that one, you can also we're allowed to come in Sega.
We call that a penis extension. Yeah, exactly. It was the
No,
add-on to the Nintendo.
It allowed you to cheat. So yeah, you push that in,
well,
then you can go to Sega.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. You gave you the extension. I remember those. Those were fun when those came out.
I still have it.
Yeah, exactly. Skitscrasher says, I remember the Game Genie. So do I. I remember all that fun stuff. I think most of us are that old or around that age where we remember all those things.
Oh yeah,
Mango,
I'm 45,
are you
so.
old enough to remember Nintendo?
The only reason that I'm old enough to remember is because my dad had an NES, he had a Sega Genesis, and I am currently in possession of both of those. I still have the NES Zapper to go with Duck Hunt.
Oh, yep, okay.
Like, I have a shit ton of games. Like, I'm almost 30, but I game like I'm almost 40.
I bought my NES with Mario before Duck Hunt came out, so I do not have the Zapper.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh.
That's
But, I mean, the Zapper, like, you have to have a tube television in order for the Zapper to work. Like, it will not work on a flat screen. It won't register it.
There is actually an add-on, so it works.
Okay,
There is, but, like, that costs money, and all of my extra money goes into the small human, so sucks.
Yeah.
But I
And
mean,
isn't that just like an old shooter or an old system? You got to put an add-on on.
yeah.
It's just like taking the blue pill or just wearing the extension. So of course, technology and its damn add-ons. Which Mario?
Oh, I guess it's like Mari Zero instead of an O.
Oh, okay. Hey, Sir Little Wolf. Maybe we're gonna have people coming in now from Vila's stream. Let's hope. Little Wolf, what are you in Vila's stream, and is she done yet?
No,
I mean,
she's not
if
done
more
yet.
people are coming in, that's perfectly fine because I still have 23 things on this list.
Yeah. So, welcome, Sir Little Wolf. We're going over all the stupid crap that I've. Yeah, so it's Mario with a 0. All the stuff that I said we'd talk about later. She's ending right now? Okay. And I will say sorry to her in the future about my dumbass forgetting that she was supposed to be doing it this time and I would be after. It's my fault. I
Also,
forget things.
I take part of the blame because Small Human is on spring break this week, so our schedule's a bit off, which is why I haven't been
Okay.
streaming during the day. So
Yeah.
next week he's going to be back on his schedule, so the later time will work for me better.
Yeah, so hi Vila, and once again, sorry my dumbass forgot.
We're both sorry.
Yeah, and we'll be on it again. So hello everybody. Anybody who wants to join us that's our stream pervs, join right now. You know how to join. You don't have to do anything other than just jump inside of us. If anybody wants to join, please just let us know in the Disima chords or in the side of my chats, and then we will send you a link. We've done a couple things, but we can do a couple more. As long as Mango is okay with hanging, then we'll go as long as she would like.
Small Human is being behaved. You can probably hear him clicking, but
Yeah.
that's because he's in a good mood. Those are good mood clicks. So, yeah, I've got the time.
My
Fila!
daughter and
Oh, you
wife.
look gorgeous.
Hi, Philip.
What's up, Tiny?
Yeah, my daughter and wife have their spring holiday from school next week, so they will be home during the week, but I will be in Vietnam, so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you just let us know when you can stream and or when you can be on with us or whatever.
I'm sorry, Sir Little Wolf, but only very select people get to learn that information. And he's asleep right now, and I have to call him to make sure he's up for my stream.
Yes, exactly. And then Demon Order says, "Come in," so everybody come in. Yeah. Oh, sorry. And then hello, Sydney. And yes, you can join. Just give us a second.
Sydney, I will DM you a link right now.
Thank you so much. Whiskey for my men, beer for my slims. So thank you. All right. Did you have a good stream, Vila?
Yeah, it was good. Read out some fun stories. Still getting back into the swing of it though, because kind of went off for a week or two and then back, and then I got sick, and then went off again, and now I'm back. And don't worry, I'm an hour behind. Well, so my little one is also on spring break, so I streamed an hour after I normally start. Because I normally start 8:30, and I started at 9:10.
Well, and see, that's the other thing is we just went into what's it called? Spring whatever. So we sprung forward. So I forget that every once in a while
daylight
too.
savings.
Yeah, the daylight savings bull crap. So I forget that sometimes. So yeah.
You know what's really weird to me? Okay, so Arizona and one other state don't practice daylight savings time. They are all on standard time, but all of the other states that want to get rid of daylight saving time, they want to be on daylight time. Like the time that it is right now, they want to keep that permanent, not standard time. And it's they have to change laws to do that. Like, dude, just go with standard time. You can get that approved tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Tiny, do they do that crap in where you're from or where you're at?
Yeah, we have standard time. Okay, we have daylight saving, and they actually want to get rid of it. And then they are discussing if we go to +1 or +2. And the funny part is geographically area we are in. We are only about 5 degrees east. We're actually at standard time, UK time. So, but our time is +1 or +2. And they actually say if we cancel daylight saving time, we're gonna have standard +2. So then we're 2 hours off of the normal geographically time.
So you're gonna be the spring sprung forward time.
Yeah, it's.
I've heard and I think Brainless, it's you that told me this, that they've done studies into it, and like apparently having the sprung forward time is going to be worse for people with depression and shit in the winter. So
Yes.
that's not healthy. And I know there was a study done years ago with at least the UK where they learned that like they figured out how much money is lost because of daylight savings and like changing the times, and that like even like to recalibrate Big Ben down to the amount of people that end up being late for work or things like that. So like thousands is lost because of the changing of the clocks, and it could save a load of money.
And then, here in the U.S., if the states that want to get rid of daylight saving time stay on this +1 time that we're on right now, what you have to consider is places like Ohio, New York, Pennsylvania, they start getting dark at like 6 p.m. during the winter. Like, that's when the sun goes down. So they're going to start, like, if we stay on this +1, they're going to be going dark way sooner, and they're going to, like, it's going to fuck with everyone.
They're lucky. We can start getting dark at 4 in the UK.
Yeah.
We get dark well early in the UK, so if you imagine that if we changed it to do that, we'd be getting dark at 3. Children will be going to school. Okay, granted, our schools start at 8:30, 9 o'clock, whereas I know your guys' school starts way early. Like,
I get
disgusting.
small human on the bus at 6.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that is abhorrent. Like, I do not understand how American schools think that is actually like fucking sane.
Oh no, it's worse for middle school. No, get this. All right.
Yeah, they get out at 4, don't they?
Elementary school starts at 7:30 in the morning, right? Like, well, closer to 7:30 is when breakfast is. But middle schools start class at 7:30. Like, their buses run between 5:30 a.m. and 6 a.m.
Don't they get out at like 4 now, or they used to, or something like that?
Elementary school gets out at 2:30, 3 o'clock. Middle schools get out between 2 and 2:30. High schools get out between 3 and 3:30 here. So they're on a staggered schedule, and it's insanity.
Our schools start at like what? 8:30. The gates open at about 8:30. My spawn's gates open at 22. Gates shut at 10:02. So if you're late, then you have to bring them in through the front office. But classes start at 9. Registers taken at 9, basically.
Okay.
So, they want to have the register taken at 10:02, ready to start classes at 9. So there is a little bit of leeway. Then they finish at 3:15. All our schools finish at 3:15.
I like that way better.
Except 2:30 on a Friday, because we let them get out early. And then with secondary school, which is like our year 7 to 11, we don't do all these exams like they do in America. You do a final exam, GCSEs, and whether you pass or fail, that is it. You're out. Goodbye. And if we're doing all this, you're not even held back. You don't not graduate secondary school. You go. You're gone. If you didn't put in the time and effort, that's on you. Fuck you. Goodbye. But if we're doing it that way and our education is better than America, then that's really fucking scary. Like, we're not even holding them back and saying, like, you can't graduate.
Oh, well, see, in order to graduate high school here, in your sophomore year, you take what is known as the exit exam. And the exit exam, if you do not pass it your sophomore year, they put you in a class to help you pass it. and it's basically like a remedial math, English, science, social studies thing. And like, if you can get all of your high school credits, you can get everything that you need. But if you do not pass that exit exam, you cannot leave high school.
Oh,
And
Right.
they can keep you until you're 21.
That's
Didn't
Didn't
Yeah.
they
over here,
start that
can't
in the
do that.
90s?
You just won't
Yes.
get into
I remember that.
college. Well, no, you
Yeah.
can. You can get into college. So I finished secondary school, and I had like a B and a C in higher English. I had an A star in religious ed studies, which I took as an option. Then I didn't pass math though. I didn't do good in my math exam, and that's because coursework disappeared. I was really, really badly bullied in that school. I was physically assaulted, and then at the time I thought I was like biased, and a teacher refused to put in a complaint and made homophobic comments to me. And so they let a lot go at this school. So a lot of these kids literally destroyed my coursework. So that was a bit fucked up. I got into college, and I retook my GCSEs in college. It was part of the conditions of me getting a placement in college was, we'll get you a place, but you have to do your maths GCSE. And I'm like, yeah, cool, of course. And instead of it taking me 2 years to do, I did it in 1 year.
That's awesome.
So
That
they
you're-
give
That
a
was
chance as well at our colleges. They're like, yeah, well, okay, oh, you've only got one thing. Well, as long as you take the classes here to do it as well as your college course, then we'll let you in. That's all right. So even our colleges are really laid back and nice about that sort of thing.
Okay, so let's get back on
Yeah,
track.
sorry.
And, yeah, no, it's okay. What is the next subject that we are going to get into?
Let's
You're
see,
muted.
let's see. I got
Okay,
it. Okay.
Never mind. Okay. Yeah.
I need a new patch for my ass.
Okay.
Now, that one, I cannot remember the context for.
What
I
the
remember we were
hell?
both drunk and you said it and you were like, we'll talk about it later. And I was like, shit. And now I don't remember what it was in context to, but you said, I need a new patch for my ass.
Okay, so when you're out on the town and you've been drinking a bunch, and you play some pool, play some different games, put money in the jukebox. It's 3:00 in the morning, and you're walking down the street after you paid your tab, and you fall on your ass, and you skid it a little bit, and you get up, and you got the hole in your pants now. You're like, damn it, I need another ass patch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see, that one makes a lot of sense. That works to a degree.
That's the most sensical one of the night, huh?
See, that's one of those things. It's like how chicks often need to get the patches for the thighs on their jeans. Dudes just need to get ass patches.
Yeah. I've fallen on my ass way too many times. I need
Isn't
an
that
ass
what
patch.
the fat's for?
there you go. Cheese and Rick. Okay, does anybody else want to add anything to that? Does anybody else want to come up with their own version of an ass patch? Let's go with that. Do you have a story in your real life or fake life? Because that's what we're doing. We're doing real life and fake life that they want to tell us about their ass patch.
All I've got is a flash of so American Dad, the cartoon.
Yeah.
Stan's arse is meant to be like the thunder clapper, and it's just rocks or kind of arse.
Yeah.
And just that Francine now has an arse face because he got patches of his arse taken off of the skin to put on Perfect. Now I've got that image of arse patches.
Ass face pouches. Patches. Yeah, totally. Okay.
You can get yours for $19.99.
Yes. So in the side chat, we have a poll going on right now that you need to talk about. Would you pay to watch Slim tell stories on OnlyFans naked? We're at 29% yes, 29% no, 29% fuck yeah, and 14% hell no. So we need more votes to break the tie. And in a minute or so, we are going to close that. And if we get a yes or a hell yes, I will be actually starting an OnlyFans where I will tell stories of different types or do news reports nude on it live
and
on streams.
don't forget, Sunday school where you read the Bible naked.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot. So I will, on Sundays, I will be reading the Bible of different types, because it will be the Satanic Bible, it will be the Holy Bible, the Quran, and other Bibles that I will just sit and read nude, because how much more blasphemous can you get other than reading the Satanic Bible nude? For every other Bible, for me to actually sit there and be drinking, I'll probably drink wine during it, or, that's sacramental, So drink some wine, and I will just sit there nude. And
it has to be white wine, though.
I was thinking blood red wine because drinking, but, totally, I'll go with...
I was just thinking of going with the complete opposite. So they're like the blood of Christ, red wine, and it's like, well, then drink white wine.
There you go. The piss of Christ, so white wine.
If it's gonna be opposite, then you have to be fucking drunk when you're reading the Quran.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the holy, in all of the Bibles, the only one
and
that's
snacking
not
on some bacon.
There's the Bible of bacon, and there's a handful of other Bibles that we can go through and read. So if you are in my Discord and you have a Bible or scripture or mythology or anything like that you would like me to read, post that in my Discord and just do it on the main page. I don't care. Do it wherever. I don't freaking care. Yeah, drunk and eating a BLT. Yeah, totally. I'm totally down for that while I read the Quran.
BLT now?
I know. It sounds so good. So yes. And swinging on a pole. Sure. I don't know why we were saying that exactly, but I'll swing on a pole for you. Exactly. That would be hilarious to be dancing on a pole reading the Bible, but we'll talk about how I'm going to do this when it comes to that time. I'm not going to talk about it later because it will be a thing that we will be doing. So it's not going to be a thing written down. It's just going to be a thing that will transpire and be a thing. And it would be hilarious to have guests while I'm doing silly crap. I don't know if I can do that on the OnlyFans, but I don't know.
You can do anything on OnlyFans, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see how we're gonna see how we're gonna do this, because if anybody is down here or in the side chat or anybody watching later to be on a stream with me and hang out and read things naked or any kind of something, then sure, why the heck not? I don't know, I'll split money or do whatever. I don't care at this point in time. I'm too old to not do anything anymore. So just a side chat, let us know what you want to see, and it will come to fruition if you throw us enough money. If enough money gets thrown at us, we'll do anything.
There is something on this list that I do need you to answer for.
Oh, son of a... Okay, so let's get to that right now.
Google Maps proves the Earth is flat. How does Google Maps prove the Earth is flat?
Oh, I remember this.
Did I say this as me, or did I say this as Hick? Or did
you said that as... You were Hick, but it was not too long after as you said... The day we find out the Earth is flat, we'll all jump off the edge. Because that's also on this list. So we're going to jump off the edge when it's proven, and Google Maps proves it. so
Okay, so do I have to do this as me, or can I do this as Hick?
you can do this as Hick. I want Hick's
Okay.
explanation about Google Maps.
Yay!
Okay, hold on.
Oh my god, he's going full on. Yay! This is awesome.
I'm so glad I
Okay.
started writing all of these down.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad
My
I'm not the
cousin
only
is
one getting
here.
like so happy about this.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Just give me a second.
You're
My
in the
cousin
cookie
is
accent.
coming.
All right, here we go.
I'm related to him somehow.
Wait. What? Who's going? What? Saying what about what here? I don't hear. I didn't hear nothing about that.
Dick McHickerson, how does Google Maps prove the Earth is flat?
Where? Everybody out there know that a map is flat, and so my screen is flat, and so they not showing me that it curved because I don't have a curved screen. Yeah, I had a curved screen, and then it might make a little sense, but because I don't have a curved screen, how then I remember when I was a little kid, and we had to read the map, when you're driving up the mountain, and it was flat. And they never said I gotta believe in the curve. It had to never have the curve in it. I read the key. I know what a key is. And they said this is how long that goes for that long, and this is how long. And if you curve, and it never had the curve in it.
But the map was flat, but it showed you saw the mountains in front of you.
Yeah,
It
and
didn't
the
have
other
the
thing is,
mountains going up.
a screen used to be curved because it was a CRT.
Now I don't believe in teaching the kids in the CRT. Now when you teach the kids,
Sorry. Well. Wow. Okay.
I can't even do it.
You tried. You put in the effort. Oh my god.
I know, but I can't do it because it's so difficult to just keep going with that.
I don't think you can beat that one.
I can do it for a stream, but like seriously, right now, just like okay, we're done.
So
Okay.
fucking quick, man. That was just
That won the stream. That was the story to end all
That was
stories.
pretty good.
I love it.
like, mate, you were bang on that straight away. I did not even piece it together and like, oh yeah, wait, shit, you mean cognitive race theory? Ha! Fuck!
I wanted to go so much further, but I feel so bad doing that to you, Tiny, because I know that like you know what you're talking about. That's the thing. I just have to get used to like just being a dick the whole time.
I just. Oh, okay. All human needs dinner. That won the stream.
I think you broke Mango.
I broke myself. Because I was about ready to go off on a whole tangent. I just like I couldn't. I almost did it, and we will on a stream. When I actually have a stream where it's supposed to be him, I will go the whole out there because unfortunately I've been studying all these conspiracies so long that I actually. When I watch videos about these conspiracy theorists, I will pause it and I will go off like for 10 minutes about like the conspiracy in their mind, and I'll turn it on and then they'll go through that conspiracy. Like I already know what they're gonna say in these things because I've been doing this so long. So that's
Nice.
it will transpire. Like I almost wanted to go off for 20 minutes about CRT, but I was like, oh, we're not doing that right now.
That's not
Like
the
I
stream.
almost.
I
Yeah,
I was
almost-
literally gonna ask you about Pearl because he's got a curve monitor,
Yeah.
Does that mean it's concave Earth?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's exactly what it means.
that was the other one.
Well, the other day I watched a thing about donut Earth, and then I think that there might be a donut Earth, that there might be a hole inside in the middle, and then it go all the way around. And so Africa and Australia are not what they say it is, and they is CGI, because I never actually met anybody from Australia. Did you? Have you met anybody from Australia?
Yes.
I may or may not have made out with a girl from Australia.
I see. She was CGI because they've been doing CGI since the 1800s here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been fake flight from.
That must have been wild for someone to just see me there, like randomly, no one else there.
Yeah, everybody else was looking at you weird because it was not happening. But you, in your mind, they got the microchip implanted in your brain, and they make you think that you seeing the person from Australia. But they ain't nobody from there because they ain't the other side of Earth. Okay, never mind.
So, Small Human's been shouting at me, so I do have to dip out
Yes,
because
okay, yeah,
he's
totally,
ready
yeah,
for food. So,
no, of course. Thank you, Mango.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everybody else. We're just gonna get out of here like right quick. Next week will be around this time, 15 minutes before it. We're gonna do it at the 3:30s of this time for me. So wherever time it is for you, it will be happening around this time. And once again, Vila, I'm sorry I jumped in and streamed on your stream.
Oh, no worries.
My punk ass forgot. It is completely my fault. So next week we will do this correctly, and everybody go watch Vila first, and then come and watch us, or come on us, or spray us, or
The
squirt on us,
usual
whatever you
thing.
want to. Yeah, exactly how that goes. So thank you all very much, and you all have a good night, and we will afternoon, whatever, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
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 Bye.